Hi, I'm Victoria Perrin, and you're watching Mediaplex Live at 1. There are changes in leadership at St. Clair College. President Dr. John Strasser is retiring, and taking his place is the current Senior Vice President, Patty France. The announcement was made at the Sportsplex this morning. The dollar this week has been declining in recent weeks. We sent reporter Justin Prince to find out how this has been affecting the economy in Windsor.
The Canadian dollar is expected to drop to its lowest point since November 2007, but according to some, the lower Canadian dollar is a good thing for the Windsor economy. Since February 2014, the value of the Canadian loonie has decreased by more than 10%. As of February 25th, that same value is less than 80 cents US and has been that way since January 29th. As well, banking and investment corporations are projecting the value to go as low as 69 cents US. But Windsorites say the lower Canadian dollar is not all doom and gloom.
Well, actually, it's good for us. I'm a tool maker, so most of our tooling from our manufacturers goes stateside. So it's a bonus for us.
My wife doesn't go shopping across border as much because it's now more expensive to go across border, and because the oil prices have dropped. Even it's not worth to go across the border as much for gas anymore. So if people will stay home and buy in Canada, it'll be better for all of us.
Matt Marchand, the president and CEO of the Windsor Regional Chamber of Commerce, agrees. He says the lower Canadian dollar could mean big profits for local businesses and the tourism industry.
Well, on balance, it's a positive for the Windsor, Essex, and Southwestern Ontario for that matter. The low dollar will encourage people to come over from the U.S. to Windsor, Essex. At the same time, it will make our manufacturing sector more competitive. It will help our exports. And at the same time, it will have a dampening effect on an issue here of cross-border shopping, which will be helpful to our local retailers.
Now, the value of this one small coin, of course, can change over time, whether you spend it on a loaf of bread or a bottle of water, and could also not mean that much for some. But for Windsor and Essex County, the value of this coin can mean more business in the near future for the region. For Mediaplex News Now, I'm Justin Prince.
Is anybody sick of the cold yet? Well, it's not changing anytime soon. Tonight will be partly cloudy and -20, and tomorrow will be mainly sunny and -9. The craft beer craze is alive and well in Windsor. Tecumseh McGuigan reports.
Windsorites looking to drink craft beer now have a new option. Craft Heads Brewing Company is set to open this Friday after a year in development. With around a dozen beers on tap and room for over a dozen more, Craft Heads are trying to set themselves apart with the kind of beer they offer.
Me and my partner Brian, we've traveled all over the U.S., Michigan, Ontario, going to different breweries, and we've tasted all the beer from all these different places, and we're really trying to bring that to Windsor. We're trying to bring these really phenomenal beers that we've had and introduce them to Windsorites, because I don't think we really have anything around here like that.
Both Steve and his partner, Brian Daddock, started brewing while working at Chrysler's, and Brian believes over the years they have refined their process.
A lot of the stuff that we've done, Steve and I, is trial and error. I guess that's the best way to learn. When you make a bad batch, you learn really quickly what not to do. So for the last few years, we've been doing some pretty good batches.
Beer is not the only thing brewed at Craft Heads, however. Barista Ron Roy is ready to serve coffee as well.
Just trying to get everyone to sort of appreciate like independent coffee, independent shops more so. Just have a good taste of like craft beer and plus brewed coffee.
Craft Heads marks the third microbrewery opening in Windsor, and they hope they aren't the last. For Mediaplex News Now, I'm Tecumseh McGuigan.
If you want to check out what we do here at the Mediaplex, then join us for an open house on Saturday, March 28th. We are open from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. We hope to see you there. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Victoria Perrin, and you have been watching Mediaplex Live at 1.